On your skin, you can see there is a white color. And because on the back side there is white color, it is not visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we can make this white color to turn into a mode called difference mode on the top. What happened now? It is visible.
Yes.
Now, Control T is a command in the edit menu called free transform. This is a new command we are learning, Control T. CTRL plus T, Control T. It allows us to make the object to transform. Transform in the sense we can able to scale it, we can able to rotate it, we can able to move it. So all these events can be done through the command Control T, which is there in the edit menu, which we were doing before this so transform core control. And we are doing that. But instead of doing this, we can switch to the Control T. Here we can able to change the center point also, wherever we like, out of the box or on the box, doesn't matter. We can rotate to a particular angle like 45 or 25, anything, and press the enter. Now the job is done. The software remember what we have done, and now we will be making it to get it repeat once more by the command. In the same edit menu, we find a option called again. You do that. What is the command? Control Shift T. Again we do that. Shift plus Control and T plus T. What it does, it make the event again. Again means what event we have done. We have done a rotational event. He will do it once more. So let us say does it doing edit transform again. He is doing that. But what we have already like learned before, alt is a command which is going to make duplicate, right? Alt and drag is to duplicate. While the transformation is happening, if we are using this alt command also, it is for what? Duplicate. And this command is for what? Again. Shift Control plus T. Then it will make duplicate and it will do the same job again. So the new command we have generated, it is not in the software. We are generating by logic. Alt, alt is for duplicacy and this is for movement once more. So it will make a duplicate as well as it will rotate. So hope you can able to see a digital keyboard on your screen. Here Alt, Control, Shift, all three commands has been held. Along with that, we are hitting the command T. So come to this stage, hit all three, and what happened? It has made a duplicate as well as it has rotated. So hope a new thing we have learned how to make duplicacy as well as transform together. Now we are doing the same job, but what happened in the center? Can you see wherever the common area is there? There it start up making the white to come up. So this is the math which is happening on the back end. So I can see now the same math because difference mode is there, which is going to help us to make black to turn into white, white to turn into black. So this is the job of difference mode. And we have understood the before one, Alt Control Shift T. So it combine them together and rotate to get a flower design. Once again, we'll start doing the same design. Take a new layer always. Make the circle to form. Get it filled with the white color by Control Backspace because control is set in the background. It has filled it. Now turn it into difference color mode. Now again we can able to duplicate that so that you can see how much it is rotating. By the time we have duplicated, the top one is again white and black difference is maximum 255. Already you have learned the calculation in the before class. Now it is the time to go for control T. We got a transform box and we have rotated certain angle like 15 angle. Go for round figure and press the enter. Now do Alt Control Shift T. So what it does, it make a mathematical shape with proper calculation. So within fraction of second, we can able to make number of designs. So hope this mathematics is clear, and it is possible only when we are using a difference mode. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So we can select all the layers together by the command called copy merged and paste them on the other canvas. Is it okay? So I'll paste it off in your WhatsApp also. So what we have understood here, how to make a repeated design in Photoshop within very less time. It may be rotation, it may be scaling, it may be movement, anything. Alt Control Shift T allow us to do the same transform again. Fine, so it is taking time. Let us move to Photoshop once more. We'll do the same job once again. Take a new file, take a new layer, take a new box, get it filled with the black color. How to fill the black color? Alt backspace. How to deselect? Control D. How to duplicate? We can duplicate the layer. In the last session, we have understood by drag and drop, or else by holding Alt and drag, or else by going through the layer menu and Control J. This is a command which makes a duplicate. Control J to duplicate. CTRL plus J to duplicate a present layer rather than drag and drop and all. Then Control J makes what? It make a duplicate exactly above to the original one. So we can able to go for a process called Control T, which gives a transform box, and you can move how much you want. While moving, if we are using the Shift command, it will move exactly on the same parallel line, horizontally or vertically. Press the enter button and get the duplicate to get confirm. So what again we got to know, after Control T, movement and all, then enter button to confirm. Enter to confirm of the CTRL T. After this event, either we do rotation, scaling, anything, we can go for enter button to confirm. Now the event is confirmed, the movement, the software remember what we have done. What we have done, it is movement. Now if you are pressing Alt, Control, Shift and T, it will make the same movement once more. So hope we have understood now how to make a repeated design with equal interval of distance by the help of Alt, Control, Shift T. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So rotational design we have seen. And now another option we have seen, Control Shift C is to copy merge all the things. Means all the layers, whatever there in the selection, that will copy it. And you can shift to the required position and get it placed. So rotational design and repeatational designs are under your control. Next more. So movement and rotation we have seen. We'll see one more event called scaling. Same job. We are not learning more. We can either take the help of basic shapes or else we can able to make our customized shape. Doesn't matter. It will work out. Get a duplicate by Control J or drag and drop, Control T or edit free transform. Now get it move and hold the control button and drag it down. What we're doing, we're making a little scale down. So the software will remember the movement as well as scaling down together, and it will do the same job to the next. Alt Control Shift T. So here now the software will do the same event. It give a perspective look now. So hope it is clear. So how to make a perspective look? By skewing moment both. Yes. Now again the next canvas where we'll mix all this knowledge and try to create a design. Take a new layer, switch to the lasso tool, start making an event. And you can take the intersection part, which is one side symmetric. Now fill the color, get it duplicate by Control J, by Control T. We can get the transform box. We can shift the transform box reference point to the right side and give a right click. Switch to the flip horizontal. So the design is done. Now I can make this into a single layer by selecting these two and giving a right click, switching to the option called merge layer. Merge layer is a command which converts two layer into a permanent single layer, which is there in the right click of the layers. Now Control J for duplicating, Control T to get the transform box. Now get it move. Press enter. Alt Control Shift T. So what you have seen now, how to make a repeated design with a customized shape, and select all the layers by holding the shift button, give a right click, merge layer. So we are not doing any big job, same thing but in a different manner. Now to get a reflection, yes, we can drag it down. Control T is to get transform. We can change the reference point to the downside, give a right click and flip vertical. Now this particular layer we can make skew. Hold the control button and drag this as per the light into concern. You can make it to get flow anywhere you like. You can distort this and press the enter and get this layers opacity to get down. So it will be a transparent color. So it create a illusion to the eye that it is a prospectively placed. So on the top layer, we do have the shadow kind of effect. Fine. So hope we have understood how to use this Alt Control Shift T in a creative way. We have started with understanding in a rotational design. Later on, we have moved to the movement design. For making a small website, we need to create a simple button and get it placed beside to each within a small command Alt Control Shift T. Then perspective design and repeated art for a meaningful subject. But the command we have learned from image, like edit, transform, again. So Control T and Control Shift T. So yesterday what we have learned, how to make a black and white with the help of your present knowledge. And today we got to know how to make a radial art within 2-3 commands. Right. And yes, customized design also can be placed repeated. So it is a reference on your WhatsApp. It is always there. So you can take this reference at any time and get the job done. Now the same job, we'll switch a little artistical. The here three things working together. Am I right? One is blend mode, second transformation, third calculation, fourth repetition. So all these combine together to form the artwork. Now catch to the screen with the same brush. Yes, we'll start off working with the white color on white screen. By increase the brush size, just one button. In normal, it is not showing difference. Switch to the difference mode. Just one button click and make this button to off. Now, caps lock is a command which helps us to show the center point of the brush. What is the command? Caps lock. In brush, caps lock. So the center point. Because we find the center point of the brush, we can shift to any edge of the existed circle. And what happens now, if you are hitting the same white color in difference mode, the white will turn into black and black will turn into white. And the job is clear. So you can see at the center point, you can able to go on clicking, the artwork happens automatic. So easy, only the mode is working. Now let us get it paste. What is the command to copy this? Edit, Control C, because there is no layer in a single command it goes. But if it is multiple layer, then you can switch to the Alt Control C. So it is not only black and white, you can switch to multicolor also. So hope brush this property is clear. On every property, you are giving some examples. So hope you are getting this. In the last session, we have seen the brush to used on a particular layer yesterday that is called solid layer. Am I right? It is created on
Yes,
this
sir.
form. It is having a specialization that it come up with a mask along with it. So because it is with mask, we can do a lot of events. So let us see now what are the things we can do with it. So let us fill the white color on the background layer and let's come onto the screen. Because this layer does have already a red color in it, we can switch to the black on the mask. And let us take the white color and get a circle. Yes, we are painting where? Inside the mask. How to see the mask? By holding the Alt and click over there. And let us do the same job, whatever we have done with the before case. Now, what is the advantage of doing in this way? At any time we wish, we can change the color because this is the button we need to click and go for this. So hope we have understood now how to use this technique on a solid color layer in the form of mask. Now the brush is there with us and the size can be smaller and bigger by the command open bracket and close bracket. Hit the caps lock, find the center point and get it click. So hope we have understood the mathematics behind the design. If this option is not equipped with this difference mode, then doing this design takes more time, but it makes the job much more easier. And before the sessions, we have learned how to do the selection by the magic wand. We can start off using that knowledge here too, and ask for sample or layer and take a new layer and start up clicking there. So you can find this allows to do the selection also, the required area wherever we find blue. So this is selected. So hope we have understood now how to make this area to change into a new color. You can select this and form the new color. So this is a technique what we can able to use it up. Now again one more thing, click and hold the shift button and go on clicking, and you can add up these because it is not in a proper math, that's why it is selecting the inside part also. Later on you can have to deselect this. How to deselect this area? I can take the lasso tool and switch to the minus this much of area. It doesn't require for us. You can minus it. Again, select the magic wand and get it add off. So at this place, if we need to generate red or blue color, then the same technique we can able to adopt. What is the technique? In the layer window, the center button, which does have a solid color. Because the layer is having a selection, now the solid color will fill only in the relevant part. So hope we have understood now how to make a design, how to fill the color, and it is transparent. We can place any image behind it. We can change any color within a second. These are all the advantages. But what we have seen here, a lot of knowledge is involved here, not the direct. First of all, we need to get a design which required Alt Control Shift new layer all. Second, we need to make a solid layer. Or okay, here we have not used Alt Control Shift T. We have used the brush and its blend mode. So on, let us do an analysis. What are the knowledge we have used here? Because that will make us to do the next design independently. So let us paste here. What are the things we have adopted here to make this happen? So let us note down. First of all, we have used solid layer. Now solid layer knowledge to be there, where to form. The second, we have used the brush with difference blend mode. With difference mode. Then third thing what we have done, paint on mask layer. Paint on mask of the solid layer. 3 event happen. Now what is the fourth event? Use the magic wand to select certain area automatic. Then again solid layer which selected portion and different color. Sorry, let's so in bracket you can write different color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 event done. and it is done from various sources. So this is a combination of your selection knowledge, solid light knowledge, brush knowledge, blend knowledge. So blend knowledge we need to have, brush handling we need to have, mask knowledge we need to have, solid layer knowledge we need to have, and selection knowledge we need to have. So what we are saying, it is not an event of single tool. It is a combination of multiple tools. And that's why it looks different. So I'm very slow, but whatever the things we are investing time, so it's a reach proper. That is what my goal. So make a repetition design. That could be a task. Hope it is clear. Now here we can see very clearly the mask are. How to see the mask? Hold the Alt button and click on the mask. So you can see the black and white image. Again to apply, Alt and click. So the design is happening inside the mask in a black and white format. The color is coming from the other side by the solid. The benefit of it, the color can be changed at any time, and the mask could hide the things, could show the things. Now check a little creatively, we'll work with the same mask. We want to hide certain area of the particular red color. Then what can do? We can choose the black color and come over here by holding the Alt and click and start up applying the black over to the edge in normal mode. So we are purely working with the mask. We are hiding this. The brush is a black color brush with normal mode, and it is a smooth brush. So it blends. In the consequence result, we can find the red is coming from inside. So hope we have understood now how to blend the colors with the help of your masking. Does it okay? And the same thing we can do to this. We can hide it off. So to mix with the background, that also we can do. Exactly what we are doing on the screen, we're just painting this matte. This is technically matte. So it is technically called as matte painting. Is it okay? Only the brush. So start making the design and hide up the design with this format. So hope we have understood how to make various kind of repeated designs. This is a rule of designing. So taking new file. And let us paint something. Right? What you have seen now, this is very flat. But we need the painting to go in an artistic way, like from thick to thin, like that. Then how to do this thick, thin arrangement with the brush? Now, brush does have a special window that is called F5 and brush window. This is a place, again, more modification to the brush can be done. So Photoshop arranges a lot of tools, but in a systematic order. That's why the global market use this product for every design, either into the academics, business, advertisement, publicity. Now, F5 is a new button we have come across, which controls the brush again in a beautiful manner. More hundred of options are there. Here we do find an option called size. Anyhow, we have understood size and hardness. But here we have found an option called roundness. The roundness is 100% by default. We can switch down the roundness and get it flat. The time it is flat, we can give an angle also. We can increase the size and increase the hardness. So now the same brush become a flat brush. So hope we have understood now how to change the property of the brush inside the brush palette. Because the palette change the brush, yes, we can make the alphabet drawing. So hope we have understood now how to use the brush in a flat manner. Hold the shift button and drag it down. All the film posters and all you'll find they are making customized alphabets, and it is done either of the brush of Photoshop, Illustrator, or any designing software, but they use brush. So now you can start up making a freehand drawing. So the thick and thin happen automatically because of the arrangement done inside the brush. Once more, I can get it close by the filling of what? White color on the screen. Now let's make some alphabets. Already we have learned about the grid line. We can open the grid. We can open Control R, the ruler, and you can drag from the ruler a line down to it. And this is called guideline. We can hide the grid. Show and hide the grids. And this helps us to make the alphabet. As if like in our school, we have learned how to place the line proper. We can practice the alphabet. Now the snapper is on. It allows us to go exactly on the line. We don't need that. We can make the snapper to get off. Snapper means attracting to the grid and guidelines. Now I'm just making it to go for full screen by the tab button. We can hide the toolbar and floating window, and F button to get it full screen. Control R to hide the ruler. Again F button to get it full screen without menu bar. Control plus and control minus to zoom in and zoom out. And the brush size can be high, down by open bracket and close brackets. Now we got to know how does professionals use the complete screen. These are all the disturbance, but yes, while learning it is useful, but while working professionally, yes, we can use this command. So here we are using the shift command to write it very straight and give a freedom and move. So shift button, shift button, shift button. We are just clicking and dragging this. And yes, we have understood now how to use this in a creative way. Does it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now how to write the alphabet. So it's a exercise which can be done to make the alphabet. And it is just the shift command, and we are placing the things proper, and you can hide the things. You can see how does the guidelines can able to help us to make the things proper. Yes, we can able to take another guideline to block the design to the height level. Control R is to get the ruler, and you can place it off So it can give us a reference. So hope we have understood now what is the use of this guidelines. And the guide could be controlled inside the edit menu and preference going for the guides and ruler. And get the color to get changed. This is the guider. You can switch the color to any dark color and go for OK. So hope we have understood how to get them used proper. And the slate is having this white information as well as the color. So we can make it transparent also. How to make it transparent? You can select all the things and get it delete. Clear. So this layer is clear completely. On a blank layer also, you can start doing this. So that on the back end, you can place the photographs. Now we can start working with straight lines. Then slowly you can move to the curvical line and slanting line. These are all the calligraphy courses are there where people learn this in physical brush. Then that knowledge can be applied here in a digital manner. So hope we can also see informations. I'm just making some alphabet. So freehand drawing. Because the guider is there, you can start using this. And here, I'm using a tabloid, which makes the job easier. It is not only the alphabet English, we can create any alphabet we want. Does it okay? So what we have seen now, how to make your own writing instead of taking the help of the text material. So the second application of the brush, today we have learned how to make calligraphy by changing two properties of the brush. What are those? Roundness and angle. Two new options we have learned. Before we have learned the hardness and size, which is there in the F5 button, that is called brush palette. So again, we have seen a new thing. I can make the backdrop color to get on, and F5 always helps to make this window to hide. And so again, I'm putting this design on us. Yes, with time we can grow it up. So let us move to the new one. Same brush. So what you have seen, it is a never-ending like process. Ocean is there. A lot of event can be done. We have just touched only two options. Now I'll go for the spacing. So we are just introducing one more option, spacing. Let us make it to go for default. There are predefined, like process are there. We can switch to any default process, which is round in shape, and get the spacing to increase. So what we have seen now, the same brush can able to help us to make the line with gaps. Get the size down, hold the shift button, drag it up. Now we got to know how to make the dots to arrange easily. Is it clear? And the new options we have learned here, it's spacing. Again, more option, spacing. By default, it will be closer. We can able to customize it to the next different space. Get it big, hold the shift, drag it up. Now, by default, the spacing is active over here. But if you get it off, then what happens? The speed of your brush, if you move very fastly, the gap will be more. If you move slowly, the gap will be closer. Fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. So the speed will decide the gap if the spacing is off. Okay, so anyhow, it is in record. We can see it up once more. If space is off, then speed will decide the gap. If this is off, if this is on, then it will be equal gap. So spacing again can be controlled by the tick off and tick on. So blend modes we have understood, spacing also we have understood, perspective look, calligraphy drawing, all the events at a stage. Hope we can do some exercise. Is it clear? Now one more task we'll do and we'll stop the things. Now below to this F5 normal button options brush tip shape, we can find again a lot of options. Let us move to the next one, that is called shape dynamics. It is a physics terminology, it is used here. Dynamics means with time which is changing, that is called dynamics. Now what is to be dynamic? It is mentioned here. These many things now we are seeing very fixed. Now we want to change. Once you are taking a size, the size is fixed, but it doesn't happen in real time. If sometimes you are making some lips to be placed somewhere, so some lips will be small, big, not equal. So at that point, this knowledge will help us. What is the knowledge? Shape dynamic. Shape is a combination of three things: size, angle, and roundness, combinedly called as a shape. So we'll start with the size jitter. Now check what happened. The size becomes different with time. So let us make the gapping and see now what happened. Get the brush size, grow more, and check. Sometimes the size is small, sometimes big, and it is happening automatically because we have mentioned here size jitter. Is it clear? Now, again the size jitter is under the control of controllers. By default it is off. If we are switching to the next fade option, here what we are asking, 25 balls to be get jitter, then after give is constant. This is what we are asking by the number here. Before it is off, so it is continuing, but now it is fade, it gives us a number. So you can see on your screen, after 25 steps, the things becomes 0. It happens because of the fade. We can get it less also by 15. Yes. Now select all and okay, fine, no problem. See now what is happening. Let the ball to be get closer and check the art. It gets 0. But instead of getting this to close, we need to continue with a particular size. Then here you can ask to the software, minimum diameter is 0. We can give a minimum diameter after 15 steps. So what happened? After 15 steps, it will start up continuing with a single line. Very systematic, but the options are very arranged somewhere inside, but it makes the designing job much more easier. So you can see with the same flow, it is moving and it is making the thread. Now let us do some action. Control N, taking a new file and get the spacing to come closer. And get the number to rise. Instead of 15, we can increase to a little more. So the balloon will be more bigger. Now here the jitter, get it off. We don't need to be get small and big, constant. So we can see now how easily the things could be done. So a balloon with a thread. The thread is coming because of the minimum diameter. And the enlarge of the balloon is coming because of the fade steps. It may be lesser. So hope we have understood now how to combine the shapes and make our design. Now we have seen how to make the size fade to get used. Now the color of the balloons to get changed at every stroke. Then yes, we can make the minimum diameter to get less and the enlargement a little more, and the spacing could be given a little. So here the output. Now the balloon to get different colors. There is an option as if like the size is changing, we can change the color also. Go for color dynamics, and here it asks foreground to background jitter. That means here whichever the two colors will be taking, within that two color that changes will happen. So let us take a guess of yellow. So in between red and yellow, the changes will happen now. Sometimes this color, sometimes the next. So you can say within red and yellow, the things are changing. But instead of red and yellow, we need multicolor. Then here there is an option called hue jitter. You can make it to go for 100%. Then at every strokes, a new color will come up. So hope we have understood now how to make multicolor balloon on the screen with the same knowledge. The two options we have used, color dynamics, shape dynamics, and inside the shape fade in and minimum diameter. Now one balloon and the next and the third one. So easy. That's it for the day. We'll meet in the next session with the higher option. Is it okay? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So the summary, we have learned only the brush properties in a creative way. We made some structural designing, repeated designing, and a major options we have learned today. Alt Control Shift T. It is for making repetition design. So I'm stopping the screen now. I'll send this recorded video.